Good afternoon, everyone. As we may all know, it is almost lunchtime, and during meal times, my mother would often share a story about her childhood. Growing up in the province, up in the mountains, their only mode of transportation back then was through a carabao ride. But she would proudly tell us that they would enjoy their meals from the rice they harvested, caring for their poultry of chickens, and even freshly caught fish from my grandfather who was a fisherman. They rarely go out of their community, but they would enjoy plenty of resources and warm meals. But that was then. The world's population is growing along with rapid urbanization, the pandemic, and geopolitical conflicts. To keep everyone fed, food production needs to increase by a staggering 70% by 2050. There is an alarming rise in hunger, with 122 million more people affected since 2019. That is a global challenge, a massive hurdle that fills their dinner table with nothing but silence. Zooming in to the local context, in the Philippines, 27.2% of Filipino families experience involuntary hunger. That is equivalent to 7.5 million households, the highest record since the pandemic. And one of the communities affected is situated in San Felipe, Zambales. The Yangil tribe is a community of far-flung AYDAs that experienced the eruption of Mount Pinatubo in 1991. This left their mountains barely living, covered in volcanic ash. They live in a place where resources are scarce, where access to food is a daily struggle. But the AYDAs never gave up in trying to restore the 3,000-hectare land they once had, because it is their life. This is where the AYDAs believe their livelihood, their food, and their being come from. And right now, they are part of that global challenge. They're the ones who need a sustainable food system, not just to survive, but to thrive. And so, recognizing this urgent need, Project Agkat, anchored from the word Agkat, which is a term commonly used by AYDAs to invite people to eat, aims to empower far-flung communities to adapt their food system and create a self-sustaining one. And as aspiring designers, we have a role to play in it. Let me welcome you to the community hub of the Yangil tribe. To improve their current community hub, the programming integrated 3 dimensions of a sustainable food system based on studies: environment, social, and economic. For environmental sustainability, the hub integrated the biochar production of the locals, along with a planting nursery and a sustainable toilet compost. Biochar is a charcoal-like product that is currently being used by the AYDAs to restore the life of their ancestral land because of its various environmental benefits. First, it makes use of their agricultural waste, like the flammable ground grass spread out in their forest, to turn into a product that enhances their soil quality and crop productivity. Because with biochar, the soil is able to hold more moisture to ensure that despite the scorching heat, the biochar-treated plants remain standing tall and healthy. It also has the capability of absorbing carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, which helps further combat the effects of climate change. Well, moving forward to social sustainability, in the second floor space of the hub is a multi-purpose area for community education to allow knowledge transfer between the AYDAs and visiting professionals to strengthen their food system. While intersecting social and environmental goals, the community hub has a community kitchen to help promote healthy lifestyle through shared cooking practices and promoting their local cuisine to even visiting tourists. All in all, with the alfresco dining, it manifests the UN Sustainable Development Goal, Zero Hunger. While for economic stability, upfront is a market space that allows them to generate income and economic independence within the community. So, with the hub, we converge the locals' biochar production and extend it in a way to ensure that food gets into their table. And without further ado, let's take a look at the reimagined space. The design of the hub is inspired with the existing to preserve its character and to ensure that the users are not alienated. The project with an open layout ensures that natural ventilation and daylight is maximized. Repurposed wooden pallet will be consistently seen as a key element in this hub, first as the envelope of the community hub, where the locals in the community can gather together to design the mural of the panel screens and windows, that bringing color to the space, a triadic color harmony of Nippon Paint colors that are strongly associated with passion, optimism, growth, and tranquility is used. Now, let's take a look inside the community hub. In the morning, the locals can gather the agricultural waste like the coconut husks and kogon grass and sort them here. The design of the space mimics the locals' habit of sitting. Well, from here, they can easily access the outdoor area, drying up the agricultural waste and heating up the biomass in these drums to turn into a biochar. Well, after doing so, the collected biochar can be easily transferred through this ramp going to this platform where they can easily pack the collected biochar. And after doing so, they can easily store it below along with other agricultural waste for tomorrow's batch of biochar production. In this left wing of the hub, the second floor space can also be accessed with a ramp that the chieftain can utilize to conduct meetings, lectures, and workshops for community education. It can also act as an additional storage space when not in use. While at night, they can do social gatherings, planning of activities to ensure that they are equipped to sustain this food system. As you can see in the hub, the bench seating has wheels that can be tucked away for flexibility, while the tables can be folded to free up space when not in use. The newest addition to the hub is the outdoor toilet and hand wash area, wherein the hand wash area integrates the rainwater harvest system to be self-sufficient, while the gray water collected can be used in watering the plants. Next, the sustainable toilet system makes use of human waste as compost, wherein the odor is reduced through the application of ventilation and adding fragrant flowers from around the area. And in time, when the fertilizer is ready to be collected, they can easily access it from the back. With that, we have strengthened the locals with their biochar production. We now try to find seedlings to use these biochar products for. And one way that we can do to help sustain and improve the cycle is through regenerative tourism. Here, we can help support them. Because the community has been open to visiting tourists and travelers who wish to immerse themselves in the community, learning their hunting techniques, their traditions, and even exploring the wonders of nature while taking care of the tribe's planting nursery. The chieftain of the Yangil tribe, not asking money from them, instead encourages the tourists to bring seeds and seedlings to be planted, nurtured, and grown to benefit his children, grandchildren, and the future generation. Can you believe that since 2017, with the help of almost 4,000 tourists, they were already able to plant 60,000 native seedlings with this initiative? From forest trees of Yakal, Nara, fuel wood of Madre de Cacao, to agroforest of calamansi, cashew, and bamboo. Now, they have the crops to harvest from the gradual restoration of their ancestral land. And we have a way to further maintain their planting nursery. We move forward to the hub's rainwater harvesting area. But before that, we are now in the front entrance of the community hub that can serve as a gathering space for the locals and the visiting tourists, with the stairs acting as seats and the playful hopscotch design greeting the visitors. Now, the central point of the hub is the rainwater harvesting area that acts as an additional water source for them, gathering rainwater during the rainy season that they can use during the dry periods. Moving forward to the heart of this community hub is the community kitchen, designed to suit the cooking preferences of the locals. A sitting space is added wherein the locals and even the visiting tourists can gather together to do their meal preparation. The kitchen layout, with a linear layout, ensures that natural ventilation and daylight enters the space. As you can see, the cooking area is inspired with the Filipino traditional kitchen, making use of palayok and clay pots. While parallel to it, the washing area is also inspired from the past, which is the banggerahan, located near the rainwater harvester, so they can easily transport the water from there inside this tapayan, which is a huge clay pot. Next to it, there is a designated water filter station because biochar can actually be used to filter and make the water more potable. And so with that, the food is ready to serve. They can easily enjoy the cooked meal outside, enjoying the view of the mountains and forest with their warm meals, even at night, as they gaze upon the stars. In the alfresco, there is also a hand wash area for hygiene. While up front, to boost their local economy, a market space is placed where they can put their agroforest produce, or it can act as a sitting space when not in use. While inside, there is a mobile table space to display their goods of bamboo straws, honey jars, and root crop chips to visiting tourists. This ensures that the community creates a valuable income stream. Imagine, once they are able to create a stable food system for themselves, the fruits and vegetables they harvest might even reach and supply the outside market. Project Agkat can be a replicable template for neighboring communities, impoverished communities, to ensure self-resilience and the long-term viability of the community's initiative. As the song of the AYDA children goes, my spirit, as calm as the sea, as free as a bird. The project ensures that the children can dare not only to dream, but become professionals, may it be in the agricultural sector to strengthen this food system. Who knows, might even become designers like us. Just giving them the ability to be the person they aspire to be. With Project Agkat, the mealtime stories of my mother are no longer a memory of her past, but the present reality of empowered communities, starting right here with them. Because only when the stomach is full can a fruitful future emerge and dreams take flight. Project Agkat. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Shane.